quick, drop a like in this video in the next 5 seconds if you want V-Bucks for the Max Tier Season 3 Battle Pass in Fortnite. Do you want a free gift or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, you're in luck as I'm now gifting new or old subscribers every day, so make sure to hit the big red button and also let me know in the comments your Epic Games ID so I can send you your free gift. And if you subscribe right now, you potentially could be our 1.7 millionth subscriber. Also, don't forget to use code FriendlyMachine in the item shop if you buy anything or gift anybody else, and let me know in the comments down below if you have done this so I can heart it to show my appreciation for supporting the channel. So as the days pass now leading up until Season 3, with there only being 25 days remaining at the time of me recording this video until this arrives, everybody's just ultimately wondering, considering we've seen a ton of leaks already come true or things added early that were meant to be added in Season 3, what's going to be added actually when the season launches itself. With more information surfacing every day, with everybody working together, the whistleblowers, data miners / leakers and concept artists, we not only have a good look at Season 3 and what the map will look like or the overall theme and battle pass, but what if I told you we have a good look of how all this will actually happen or be made sense of through the final live event we're going to be seeing very shortly, codenamed Doomsday, as you can see in the title. Believe it or not, with Epic Games doing an astounding job this season of adding so much content, this is the 6th live event set to occur, obviously just before the release of the next season, and we're going to be going over a potential date also in this video. All the live events until now have been paid promotions / collaborations that Epic Games have profited off, starting out with the Punk screening at Risky Reels followed up by The Source, then transitioning into perhaps one of the best live events, considerably anyways in many people's opinions astronomical, the Travis Scott concert, then the live event Test, which also is technically a live event considering it was live, and then the actual event that was being tested for itself, the concert between Dylan Francis, deadmau5 and also Steve Aoki. Despite us knowing very little about what will trigger during the live action event in-game when it happens or occurs, we already have some developments obviously leading up until when this will happen, and even the leaked final stages moments before this does occur, the particular event in mention, and we're going to be showcasing it all and making sense of it in today's video, so simply make sure you're sticking around and watching the full thing to know what's going to be happening and how this Fortnite flood that everybody's basically talking about, or has pretty much been confirmed at this point by data miners, leakers, whistleblowers and concept artists, actually will happen. So initially everything to do with this Doomsday event, regarding it or surrounding it, actually surfaced in the 12.30 update, downtime commencing, where data miners were able to then obviously leak all the new content from the files that either was in the game or was upcoming in the foreseeable near future. As you guys can see on screen, the same date of which the 12.30 downtime update commenced, Fortori found in the files and tweeted the following out, so this got added: Doomsday Device, Doomsday Hatch, and also Doomsday Door. There are 5 of these at the agency, and to our surprise, already once downtime lifted and servers went back live for everybody to hop on and publicly play, they were already in the game surrounding the agency underwater in kind of a pentagonal pattern. At first, upon entering these, there were no clues as to their purpose or any developments that were going to be made. However, with the 12.40 update rolling around and downtime lifting, we not only got a development in these actual vaults, all 5, as you can see when hovering above them, they're now glowing, but if we enter each or any hatch in replay mode, this pink glowing substance doesn't disappear. Also around this time, April 15th, when the downtime update occurred for 12.40, upon it lifting, we could finally access our final 5th agent room belonging to Midas, finally showing us well what the Doomsday added into the files were for, despite everything already being added into our map to do with the hatches and the hatch doors. At this time, data miners were able to scale up or basically add where it wasn't meant to be this Doomsday device to show the comparison in size compared to our battle pass skins or overall certain structures, and despite this showing off the scale comparison of this particular device or structure, we only had this image showing the official device itself in the room it was located behind Midas in his agent lair. With 12.50 and 12.51 rolling around and downtime lifting, this is where things got more so interesting however, as we now not only have the starting process for these cables being implemented, not only in our Battle Pass tab but our lobby screen, and with people's games glitching out to showcase the final development of this early, data miners are able to take this one step further, go into off-clip mode or no-cam mode, basically allowing them to access parts of the room we wouldn't usually see, or actually give them the ability to turn around and see all of these cables not only in different views, but then access this codename Doom Room in Midas's agent lair itself. As you can see, these cables clearly are powering the Doomsday device, as they're literally going through into the ceiling. Here are some additional angles obviously of this room that perhaps we can enter to actually witness this live event, or even Midas's agent lair, considering data miners have found that Midas will be changing position in the upcoming updates, as they're now confirmed to be 2 more that will come in the foreseeable future, being 12.60 and 12.61. Initially people thought this had something directly to do with the agency, as there seem to be 5 different drains down here in most particular views anyways of the Doomsday device or this Doom Room. However, it turns out there's 6, so that doesn't directly correlate to the amount of drains above, obviously underwater outside the agency itself, but this doesn't mean that perhaps water couldn't be drained from the agency or surrounding it down into the Doom Room to obviously then power the Doomsday device alongside electricity, as it's a good conductor. Or even on the flip side, we do not know as of now if this Doomsday device will produce a mass amount of water being sent up through these sewage pipes or drains that we can see in the Doom Room, then emitting out of all of the hatch doors or vaults surrounding the agency, making sense of the Fortnite flood, which people have speculated and almost confirmed to be happening, physically shown in the next seasonal cinematic trailer for Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 3. How we know this is not only through the 3 teasers we've seen, obviously foreshadowing that are going to be plastered around the No Sweat Insurance building, that a Fortnite flood will be occurring, but concept artists have also managed to create their own artwork in belief of what the map will look like upon being flooded, submerging certain areas underwater. As we now also know, we have the ability to swim underwater from the Travis Scott live event, and the whistleblower that confirmed or basically told us all of these leaks, 2 of which have already come true, actually said that this isn't far off accurate. Despite just taking somebody's word for it, this concept map is based off where, well, all the No Sweat Insurance signs are located in whatever named locations, despite Lazy Lake, the building of which it's actually promoting, actually stands. How this sort of determines or tells us what areas will be saved or flooded was deciphered by somebody over on Twitter who counted the amount of No Sweat Insurance signs in each named location and totaled them up. Now my current theory is the more signs we see in each particular individual named location, the more of that location itself will be saved from the flood or remain not as affected as the others that perhaps either have a low amount, if not any. Many of you may be wondering why am I mentioning this, considering this video is all about the Doomsday event, obviously being our storyline affecting live event set to still occur. Well, every live event technically is a series of 3 particular events that aren't all live, one of which is that we can witness in-game, the main event itself, but after that, in the final days until the end of the season, more developments start to occur, and then the aftermath of these developments occurring is then made sense of in that next season's cinematic trailer. A prime example of this that I mentioned in pretty much all of my videos, but if you haven't heard this yet, make sure to pay close attention, is what happened with the final showdown. Obviously we had the robot constructed, and then the fight between the Polar Peak monster and the robot being the main event. The aftermath of this though was the destabilisation of our Nexus orb contained in the vault that now was not only not contained but destabilised from the robot harnessing its power in order to only have a fighting chance then of defeating the monster, and because of these 2 factors in the final days until the release of Season X, it destabilised more so as every set of 24-hour periods then passed, obviously until the point where it couldn't be contained anymore, even in the form it currently was in destabilising, and because of this was shown exploding in the Season X cinematic trailer, obviously making sense of the out of time theme of this season itself. Now that we've gone over not only the live event but its aftermath and what will happen as a result of it occurring in-game for us all to witness, one time only unlike the other concerts or collaborations we've previously just seen, let's move on to our final piece of information actually implying when this event will be, which is a drawn up calendar in one of the Shark prisons on our Fortnite Battle Royale map. Now as you can see, something's set to occur on the 31st of a month, and this was actually added in April, this particular map change. However, April only has 30 days, so for the 31st to be circled or noted of in a very obvious way right here, as if something important is going to happen on this date, who's to say, following the traits of prior seasons, with the live event occurring days before the release of the next season, with the release of Season 3 on June 4th, that this won't mark the date of which the live event actually happens itself. Let me know your theories in the comment section down below about this and everything else I've mentioned in today's video, and hopefully it made sense. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to slap a like in the video down below and subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on so that you never miss any updated news in regards to what's going to be happening now with the next season, and not only that, the lead up to it in terms of this Doomsday event. Hopefully I can also recognise you guys from remaining active in the comment section of my future videos to come, and I'm out. So have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and stay safe. As always, peace.